Another classic from Bally. Oh, 11:15. Everyone's gone but Frank and I. This is going out tomorrow. It's the 5th game, going to a man that loves pinball. And we are shipping this, going out tomorrow, as I mentioned. This is only our 7th X's and O's. Over the years, just not many of these have passed through here. Oddly enough, they made 3,500 of these. Very basic pinball. This was a back to basics pinball for Bally. And what they did is they don't have any speech. There's no multi-ball. It's just good old-fashioned fun. Now you'll notice the advertising can flash the different things. I just tilted it. It didn't like that. But I always like this. You hear that deep bass too? Now it's doing your O's. Yes, tic-tac-toe is what it is. And gosh, the game is in terrific shape. None of the plastics are broken. I have seen some of these come in the past where we actually junked. We had a junk play field and we got a lot of plastics off of that to fix the last one that went out. Frank, I think it was a year ago. But this one is in great shape, and we have our clear washers to protect the plastics that are in perfect order now. Playfield's in great shape. We had to do a little touch-up. Stephen did a little bit of his magic. Look at the cabinet. The cabinet's beautiful now. Beautiful. We accented the black T-molding with gold. Decided we really needed gold. Back glass is near perfect. This is all incandescent lighting. We tried LEDs here. It didn't look good at all. So we decided to put the old 555s back in to light this glass. It I guess it was a little too close to it. But we do have LEDs here, which spell the ominous tic-tac-toe. And as you saw earlier, they look terrific. Inside, of course, our usual things that we always do. All these boards have been reheated and reflowed. We had cold solder connections. We had some blown transistors. New capacitor here in the high voltage. I haven't done this for a while. Yes, I haven't done that for a while. That felt good, didn't it? Mm-hmm. You can also get the same result here. Anyway, there's our lithium battery with the quick connects, and we did reflow solder on the edges. Pretty good shape here. We have to do a final wipeout, actually. The boys, I just noticed they have not done the final wipe down. And I guess we're ready to start now, huh?
Don't forget to point out the credit window light there. I was going to let that slip by.
Frank. Anyway, we'll start a game. First shot's a skill shot. You do not want to go over that switch. You want to lob it just enough to go under here and roll down over here. That's when you start to become skill oriented, and once it's in your house, you can decide how far back to push it. Oddly enough, I just thought of this. We sold 3 of these to private homes, and they were $5.99 when we were selling them. That's how long ago, $599. All 3 of them we've done service over the years, and they still love this game. They don't want to trade it in. They just love it. So we go out there and we wipe it down and we clean it and change broken rubbers, and it's finished again. All right, we'll start with a skill shot. Isn't that sharp where all the lights flicker? If you can go up here and roll over this, then you get the magic 100,000 points. Isn't that sharp? The sound, background sound goes up and down. Very nice. Now, once again, if we hit these targets, that target there will light that square, and I'll get a O for that. Now, these 2 switches will change between the X's and the O's. See that? Now, there's no slingshot in there. I remember we used to have people say, oh, it doesn't kick. I said, well, there's no kicker in there. It's just a switch. They would still look at it and say, oh, it should be kicking. I said, no, it doesn't.
Didn't you have somebody scream at you and accuse of taking the mechanism out?
Oh, no, that was another game. That was, what was it, Roller Games? No, it was Radical. Somebody thought we took the mechanism out. I said, no, I didn't take the mechanism. It's kind of funny. Anyway, oh, you know what? I gotta tell you something. Here's the center target. If I hit that, that'll light up. But Frank, are you aware that I was on the Hollywood Squares once, and I remember picking that very center square. Let's go to that. Center square, Paul Lynn, please.
Any good boat enthusiast should know that when a man falls out of your boat and into the water, you should yell, "Man overboard." Now, what should you yell if a woman falls overboard?
Full speed ahead.
Hard to believe the networks aren't beating your door down yet.
Oh.
God, you're such a celebrity. Star Wars, Hollywood Squares, now this.
But I'll bet you didn't know when I hit this one over here. Notice that top one? Here we have 3 in a row now. Do you know when I got that, Frank? When I played the Hollywood Squares, guess who I was playing against?
You won last game.
Robin Williams, please.
Robin Williams.
Come at me, salesman. I'm not afraid of you or your briefcase. Or your little mobile phone and your pager. Go, salesman. You and your kung fu friend over there, I know. She may block, but you will sell me things, salesman. I'm ready now.
All right.
Wait, hold on. Yes, okay.
Okay. G.I. Joe, Robin, is a manly doll for sure. After all, the term G.I. means he's a fighting man, but what did G.I. originally stand for?
If we're talking about the doll, we're talking about genitally impaired. Compared to many other dolls, he's nothing. Other dolls are Dirk Diggler. He has no mas cojones, if you catch my drift. Zip doo-dah. But salesman, maybe you, with your sales ability, could help. Little Joe, as we call him.
Is that his answer?
I have no
idea. Poor Robin Williams. God bless his heart. He made millions and millions of people laugh, and still does, still continues to. So we will all miss him. Anyway, we will get back to our game here. Our 3 targets up here are brand new, horseshoe targets. You can see how it corresponds to giving the guy the kick. And see, now we've moved our 2 advanced lanes up. See, so each time, and you can see the lanes have gone up here. So if I go up this lane, I'll get 40,000 points. Now this allows you, see this gate keeps it from here. So I can either through this lane here, and I'll get whatever points I'll get. I don't think it's much here. Yeah, it's just it's 5,000. When the light's lit, 50,000 extra ball. You advance that as you complete the tables, or you go through here so you can go back into your pop bumpers. If you hit the right one here, this has enough power to drive the ball back up again. So there's not a whole lot to it, Frank, but it's a player's game. This is a real player's game. People seem to like it a lot. The only people that don't like is these targets here get quite a bit of abuse when your flippers are rebuilt. You know, Frank, we put all new parts in the flippers, plungers and links, of course. These are the silver plungers and nyliners. We also put end of stroke switches, coil sleeves, backstops.
Plays like it was new.
Yeah, I'd say it's as close to new as it could possibly be. Did you hear it burp? We had a customer who used to say, "It burps at me." Really nice. And of course, as you know, just like Silver Ball, I always liked this feature in 8-Ball Deluxe. The feature carries over. Every time you complete a board, you add a letter to tic-tac-toe. And then you win the free game. Not much to it. Watch our other X's and O's video. I do go into more detail on how the game plays and such.
Do you think there's going to be one in Chicago in October that we can play?
That's right, the big Pinball Expo. Are you coming? I have my room booked. I had to book a double wide bed.
Or they're just going to leave you out in the airplane hangar. It's right by the airport, isn't it? Or they keep, well, they could probably take two 747 hangars, push them together, and you'd probably fit in it.
Frank, it's 11:30, and I am very tired. But X's and O's is going to get wrapped up, and it's going out tomorrow to our happy customer. And good night, and keep watching. We have more videos a coming.
Please, don't worry so much. Because in the end, none of us have very long on this earth. Life is fleeting. And if you're ever distressed, cast your eyes to the summer sky, when the stars are strung across the velvety night, and when a shooting star streaks through the blackness, turning night into day. Make a wish. And think of me. And make your life spectacular. I know I did.